When it comes to aged care, there are two great myths involving residential facilities and home care. Rachel Lane is with me today to dispel these myths and give us a more accurate picture about the aged care landscape. Hi Rachel, thanks for being here today.
Thanks, Darren.
So what are these two great myths and what's the more accurate picture?
Sure. So I guess the first myth is that the majority of people get their aged care in a residential aged care facility, what we used to call nursing homes. And the other great myth is that everyone else is getting a home care package. And neither of those are true. In fact, if you add those two groups of people together, you're ignoring almost 1 million Australians who are receiving aged care. So I think it's important that we talk about everybody.
So why do these myths still exist then?
Well, I guess because we hear media stories about aged care and most of it tends to focus on residential aged care. And I guess when people are coming to seek advice, they're seeking advice about somebody moving into residential aged care, but they don't understand, and that's probably where advice is letting them down, they don't understand what other services there are available to them before they reach that point.
Okay, so outside of the myths, you're saying that it doesn't capture everybody who is currently requiring aged care. What are some of those other services that we're seeing out there?
Sure. In terms of care in the home, Commonwealth Home Support Program does the majority of the heavy lifting. That is the most basic level of service. DVA also offer a number of programs to returned servicemen and their war widow or war widower. And there are also services within an aged care facility such as respite. There's short-term restorative care that people can access. So there's lots of different services out there with obviously lots of different fees and charges that people can access if they want to receive aged care, but perhaps not necessarily in a residential aged care facility.
So those services that you just went through, are there particular attractions why people would use those?
Well, I guess everybody, well not everybody, but a lot of people say, when I need aged care, I'm getting mine home delivered.
Right.
I'm going to stay at home, basically, is the message that they're giving. Often followed by the line of, you can take me out of here in a pine box, you know. The message is very clear, I'm not moving out of my home if I need aged care is coming to me. And that's fine, but people need to plan for that. So it's about understanding how the system works and in some cases doesn't work, and navigating that system of services as well as the fees and charges that get attached to it.
You just mentioned understanding how it doesn't work is very important. What are some of the traps that you've got to look out for?
Well, a lot of people fail to plan for aged care. So they wait until there's a crisis point and then they expect the system to respond very, very quickly to their need. And it just doesn't work like that, especially if you want home care. So the government just released data about a week ago showing that the home care package waiting list as at the end of June, so this has grown even since then, was over 121,000 people long. And those with the greatest care needs, so those who need a level 3 or a level 4 package, are waiting in excess of 12 months for that package to start. So, you know, you've either got to be very patient or you've got to plan ahead.
Now, you've emphasised planning ahead a lot.
Yeah.
What value can professional advice add here?
Well, the great thing about professional advice and specialist advice in this area is that those advisors know how the system works and they know where it doesn't work. So they're not selling people false hope. They're not saying, hey, when you need a home care package, it's going to start tomorrow. They're helping them navigate. They're helping them find alternatives to a home care package while they wait for that package to start. They're helping them understand what other care and services there are out there. And they're helping them go through that process earlier so that they're not waiting until there's a crunch point and it's a crisis situation. And really what you can access is what's available in that very short window.
Well, thanks for that, Rachel. If you're interested in this subject, Rachel Lane will be presenting on the Financial Observer Aged Care Summit about this topic and fleshing it out a lot more. The Aged Care Summit will be presented on the 23rd of October in Melbourne and the 25th of October in Sydney. And if you want more details or would like to register for the event, please visit the web address on screen now. Thanks again for your time today, Rachel.
No worries.